Joseph Angelique and Phyllis Wheatley. So, you were both gone by then, stretched into distances between who you really were and what you wore when your lungs went cold and you could not breathe, and the sound of your own eyes shutting invited the curved minutes of night. How did this happen? One compelled by violence, the flame that took down a city. The other cursed with freedom and away with words. One confessing innocence over and over until tortured. The other abandoned by poetry in the arms of a man. Each of you went, ablaze in your eyes, extinguishing all light, purseless, with nothing to spend to end your suffering. Across centuries for Chloe Cooley. No ordinary walk to the river. You were held by three men, tied and tossed into a boat, then led across darkness into New York. And the sounds you made enveloped the night like lights surrounding eclipsed clouds. A woman pushing lines through your hue, you made others hear across centuries what was howled in the boats' bellies and deep inside the hard white crest of cold Atlantic waves. From the mouth of a free man who heard you, you caught another's ears, and he started to fill the official record with a swelling pain of language, rationality, and reason, and drinks before and after debate amongst men who owned several slaves. Meanwhile, you had to struggle just to breathe, and no one stopped your sail or kept you from crossing over water into night. Nor did any hold your captors or tear up the legal contract and receipt. You were gone without obstruction, save your own voice in the still night air and the story of dominion you challenged. Your body pressed into the bow of a boat, then thrown across borders to care for a house and field. Long before any other woman, you ran a newspaper, started schools, let your voice ripple across the 49th and 51st line. Neither home here or south of the border, staggered by brandings and whiplash, struck by bondsmen and shackles, at words with churches and abolitionists who wanted nothing more than separate spaces to house black bodies on their own. In Elgin, Dawn, Buxton, Winchester, Sandwich, Hayden, Jamaica, and Sierra Leone. You used a man's name in print, but not amongst suffragettes who had other ways to keep their distance. Yet with both you cut a syntax fierce and uncensored, and what those children you taught learned became the call to all you left across southern fields, the eastern coast, and within midwestern farms. This was a space you balanced, and it was all that mattered. What your body told you because of breasts, buttocks, blackness. What your words spelled inside a provincial freeman when you crossed these lines with everything you ever held precious, riding like lightning through this northern air. You were driven then across boundaries in ways only a few could understand, so built your work like a well out of the earth in Chatham and Windsor, where you set down into a rebellious resistance. Dressed in a fine wool hat, pressed black coat, collar turned up in the evening dampness, you walked past the hotel to a local theater, paid full fare, went down the main floor searching for a good seat till the police took you out for not paying a 1-cent tax. Your shoe falling in the aisle, it seemed to strike you like a cut stone, a torn curve in the memory when you were hauled onto the street, a sack of fur, and then spent your night behind bars, where neither you nor your words could be contained. So you were released into custody to serve beyond what they could make through a quick conviction. And this put you on call across courtrooms and headlines, each instance making you wish you could only just crawl away into some more silent humiliation. Diaspora. She spent her days in an office thinking about a world full of drums, flutes, bonfires, autumn harvests when the villagers dressed their men in paint and bird feathers. The women wore robes hand-woven, embroidered with symbols of fertility, fat snakes and fish and horns of plenty, all aglow the bright threads of celebration. What became the substance of dance, the pearls of laughter, bodies coupling, wet with sweat and palm oil, upon a patch of earth, a sacred place of offering nearby the camp where the flesh of puberty each year was shorn, left to appease ancestors, the spirits of coming generations. She dreamed over a cup of coffee in a room amidst others who were unable to hear the shriek of jungle birds, the cries of lovers beneath the palm fronds of dawn, or words festering like sores on her mouth, helping to build out of skulls and old bones a throne of anger, burst of sudden laughter, or any other purposeful detour from weakness.